Yes.
Venice itself is a city that well known all over the world. So it's been built 1,000 years ago, and more is with many, even if it was built during a bit time by time, but there is an immense heritage of the Renaissance period in architecture, in pieces of art maintained in the museums. But the city itself, which represents is an oak city, it represents an example of sustainability which went across the history for more than 1,000 years. The city of Venice was given this recognition to be a role model for cultural heritage protection. Luckily, very rich of cultural heritage in Venice, and Venice is also a fragile city from this point of view. So we were forced, in some sense, in our history to develop a particular care to cultural heritage protection. This was presented and this was recognized by the UN ISDR as a role model for the other cities. Venice is a city which is is laid down in a lagoon, so the city level is roughly around the mean sea level. So any change in the mean sea level means that the Venice risk to be flooded increases. So that's what actually occurred in the last 50 years, and we have an increased number of flooding of the city, and this flooding caused the monuments that are in Venice to be, in some sense, endangered also, and also there is a problem for the life of the population. CORILA, which is a research center dealing with the safeguarding of Venice, and my role is to coordinate the scientific research activity which concern the Lagoon of Venice, and to transfer the result of the research to the public administration. In some sense, the research community is given a service to the city of Venice for understanding the problem. This was occurred since 40 years ago, when large flooding made all the world feared for the very existence of Venice, and for understanding better the causes of this problem at the beginning. Now, after some years, the science participated in trying to give the solution to the problems. So these last years, the relationship between research and generally local community, but in particular the community, the Caesar community, the political community of Venice, which is not only the major, but is also other institutions which are dealing with Venice, became more intense. So presently we participate not only for advising the policy which are the best solution, but also following and monitoring the implementation of this measurement. And this is again something new which happened in the last years. And I do believe that science have the responsibility to follow all the chain from the description of the problem, the solution, but also looking at the implementation of the solution. Otherwise, some gaps will occur. And,
yes. And
this was, in some sense, a positive experience. As I say before, one of the problem is exactly, you can define quite easily the policy, so the targets, then it is another matter to address the governance of the problem, so to follow, to track the implementation, and to actually to succeed in the implementation of the policies. Most of the times that we have, especially in Italy, for instance, we have very good laws, but the implementation of this law is lacking. When this concerning the territory control, and when this lack of implementation of the existing laws, some main disaster occurred, as recently unfortunately happened. The city of Venice have a long history of debate between science and policy, so we did not start with the campaign. in some sense, the campaign gave to this dialogue a more large framework within the UN initiative, and gave the opportunity to transfer some of the results that we are achieving in Venice to other cities. So it's a matter of awareness. So by sure, the campaign raised the awareness of the role of Venice in this kind of problem for the rest of the world. I would advise them to join the campaign, first of all, because it is useful. It can help the policy making, but also, as I said, the governance. So helping not only the political level to arrive to clear decision, to express more clearly the will, where to go, but also helps the offices, help the manager, those which the policy officer, those which have to implement the campaign, to implement the principle, to follow step by step, and therefore is a very concrete tool in order to make any city more resilient and the citizen more safe.